Hello, friends. It has been a minute. I'll be honest, this is not a scheduled video. In my head, I kept thinking about making this vlog style explainer video of where I've been and what's been going on, but I seem to be paralyzed when it comes to that. So as I sat here setting some things up for the next week, for the month, I was like, just turn the camera on. Just turn the camera on. Do this with y'all. I'm in a different setup right here because, again, not planned. I was sitting here doing the things. Decided just rip the Band-Aid off and get started again because it's never going to be the right time. It's never going to be that the next thing hasn't happened. So here I am. I'm glad to be here. Life, it has been lifing, and I'm going to share it with you. So many of you know my dog died in October, and a week and a half later, I got a new dog. Mistakes may have been made, but we're getting there. He just turned 1, despite his best efforts, because we have been battling pneumonia with him for a couple months. He's better now, but it's been one of the things that has kept me away. My right shoulder went rogue, and I couldn't use my arm for like a week. All of my chronic pain has been super fired up. And it's just been one thing after another that has made it difficult for me to do life as normal. And then, in February, I finally got my doctor to put me on anxiety medications because that dog I lost was sort of an emotional support animal unknowingly, because he really helped with my anxiety. And so when I lost him, my anxiety was like baseline out of 5 instead of baseline out of 1 or 2. And so when I lost him, I was having a very hard time. So in February, my doctor finally agreed to put me on an anxiety medication. I've dealt with anxiety my whole life. She was giving me a bunch of bullshit, thinking that I'd be fine after, the grieving process was over. Never mind that I've dealt with anxiety my whole life. So anyways, February, she finally agreed to put me on an anxiety medication, and my anxiety was great. We were back down to like 1, 2 levels at baseline. Rarely ever getting up with the anxiety, but y'all, I now know why anxiety meds work. They prevent you from feeling anything, apparently. Or at least this medication in this human body prevents me from feeling anything except for rabid irritation. Like, I'll get irritated real quick, but like, I was so numb, experiencing no joy. None of my hobbies mattered to me. I nary a fuck to be found with anything. Adulting, doing chores, none of it. I could find some contentment in the evening hours when I would just lay in my bed on my heating pad snuggling said new dog. Beyond that, it was just like going through the motions like a freaking zombie every day, never experiencing joy or excitement or, I'm a girl who gets giddy about a new notebook. Could have cared less. Could have cared less. And that, to me, is not better. I would rather have anxiety every day than to experience that for a minute longer. So we cut the dosage back down, like not back down, but we cut the dosage in half to try that. And I feel like it's getting better. It must be getting better because, well, I broke up with my partner on Independence Day. I ended a 6-year relationship, and that medication, I'm gonna say it's the medication over I'm just really content with my decision because I'm not anxious. I'm not like panicking about what I did. I'm not freaking out. I'm just breathing. I recognize the reasons that it was best for me. I felt all of this pressure lifted off of me when I did it. Like I can see clearly the benefits of ending it, but also that was my best friend. So there's that part of it. But I'm keeping it together. I'm doing well. Possibly because of the medication. I don't know, but that's a big life event. And that happened. So anyways, there's the catch up. Perhaps now we should move on. I know that's a lot of shit, but that's why I haven't been here. And I've missed you lot. And I've missed us chatting about planners and journals and stickers and stationery nonsense and just being all together weird. So I'm hoping now that I've shed 200 and some pounds from my life. That's horrible. That's horrible. Now that I have acquired a new sense of freedom and autonomy, let's just get back to it. Another thing of note is that I have started a Substack. I will try to remember to add that to my links in the description. And I'm going to talk about, I'm in the process of writing a post about mental health and creativity and how, for me, the two of these things are very intertwined in my life and how that shows itself in my life. So, anywho, sometime soon, I'm going to send out that newsletter / Substack post. If you'd like to receive it, feel free to subscribe to me over on the Substack place. All right, can we just talk about planners now? I guess it's a good time because everybody's doing their mid-year planner review, right? That Techo Kaigi thing. So here's the full scoop, okay? I am not using most of the stuff I bought last fall, okay? Recent videos, you know I was having a hard time with just finding, well, joy in any of my planners, and I've been kind of like, I can't be fucked. I cannot put the energy into all of the books and the things. And to be honest with you, until last month, this is all I've been using. I really hope that y'all can see this. This setup is a little wonky to me. So my extra chonky Leuchtturm, my Hobonichi Weeks in pistachio. That's been it for several months until last month when I and my therapist said, hey girl, hey, maybe, like, how would it feel if I went back and dabbled a little in here? And so that didn't manifest itself into daily pages. It did not. But what I did start to do again was some weeklies. So June. I guess I should get my butt up and see if this is in frame. Oh, good enough. Okay, so I started playing with my weeklies again, which is a good time. Y'all, The Handmaid's Tale, this shit hits different in 2025. It's just a little too real life. Anyways, Oregon had its first real little heat wave of the summer. Anywho, one of my homework assignments from therapy, find one thing that sparks joy. I did not. No, I did not. This is when my shoulder went to shit. Knox added ear infection to the pneumonia game. Bless his little heart. Knox is a new dog. Still recovering with my arm. Oh, here's a fun fact, guys. On this day, I had some more confirmation that AI is going to end my career within the next couple years. That's cool. Thanks, AI. So then here, I was like, since AI is trying to take my job, I'll make my enemy my friend using ChatGPT, who I call Roy, to plan my side hustle strategy, starting with moving to Substack for newsletters. Tracking Knox's ear medicine cleaner schedule here. Was watching Department Q, I believe, on Netflix. That was pretty good. On Wednesdays, my partner and I try to have like a weekly check-in. Noxie's first birthday and how his day went. We had some rainstorms and the weather was much cooler, and I was finding as much joy as I could for a girl who's joyless presently. It's getting better. It's getting better. Lazy morning with Knox. I watched The Better Sister. Pretty good. This is the 5-year anniversary of losing my dad. There's just been a lot, y'all. There's been a lot. And you know what? Can we just normalize? Can we please normalize not being in our planners and journals and whatever when we're having a hard time? It's okay. You know what? In 7.5 years, when I get this book out and I see, holy shit, yeah, I was not present. That tells its own story. We don't have to have filled everything out beautifully and perfectly. It's okay. I know we spent money on these things and they're not cheap, but sometimes there's more self-care involved in just not using them than there is in forcing ourselves to use them. And I couldn't do it. So, started watching The Bear. Loving it. I think I'm on season 3 now and I adore it. I don't know why I was so late to the party, other than there's like 18,004 other things to watch. Made bagel dough, baked the bagels. I worked a 45-hour week. Doing super tedious work, which is just even more exhausting. And then this is this week. 11-hour days, trying to get this project done. But then I got to have half a day on Thursday. I had the 4th Independence Day off to really claim my independence. Cleaning, working on Substack, and filling this stuff out. I smoke. I'm a little woo-woo. Okay, I don't like this setup. I just saw that jiggling. I'm sorry if that's been wiggling the whole time. I'm a little woo-woo, okay? So this morning, Saturday morning after the breakup, I smoke cleansed the whole house to get out any negative bullshit. I went to my bedroom specifically because that was most important to me. And like I washed my sheets, I dusted the room, that like just cleaning my bedroom, freeing it of bullshit. Okay. So far today it's been a lot of planners during my chunk of studio time, but now, okay, we get to add film, YouTube. Guys, I am really glad that I am ripping this Band-Aid off. I don't know why I was so hung up on how I should come back. Like, just F it, you know? Just F it. Here we are. We're back. Okay. That didn't happen. We're gonna swap that around. Yeah. And then I kind of have started for the next week. We can maybe do some of this together, but here's what I've still been doing in the weeks. The monthly stuff. I write down the basic stuff going on for the month, and then a lot of that gets transferred over to the week. So this was last week. Love that for me. And then I started working on this week when I was like, girl, just turn your camera on. Just do it. I'm still doing all my charts and graphs, though pretty much every month I hit this point of like, I can't be bothered to chart and graph right now. See, Knox neutered plus pneumonia. I can't be bothered. I got a lot going on. I can't do it. Nope, can't do it. Lots of can't do it. Did all right this month. Knox sick again, pneumonia, more emergency vet, y'all. I have had this dog for maybe, 8 months? And we've been to the emergency vet 3 times. Okay, I'm hemorrhaging money. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm hemorrhaging money. So as all of this is happening, none of this is happening. And it's okay. This is only filled out because I can get it out of my phone. It's okay, y'all. Life happens. Boop, boop. And this is June. We did pretty good till the end. End of June, I just was like, I didn't get it, didn't get in here. And now here's July. I plan to go back and print a photo out from the month to go here. This is orders. This is like my main habit tracker, and I tally points. If you saw my video a while ago about how I've gamified my habit tracker, I add these up and I give myself points, and then each 100 points I can get a reward. So June, I got the 1 cup super cubes, which are these silicone, they're like silicone ice cube trays, but like 1 cup portions, so you can put leftovers in them and freeze them, etc. I did hit 200, so I'm gonna get something called color cubes. I just haven't ordered them. So here's this. Why is Alexa talking to me from like rooms away? Alexa, stop! Jesus Christ. I'm so tired of them, the robot demons. Why is she talking to me? I'm pretty sure she's in the bathroom talking to me right now, asking me my news preferences. Stop talking to me. Okay, I think she's done. The color scheme matches the Coffee Monsters Co. monthly kit stuff, so I don't have to think about it. I pull her recommended 5 colors, Tombow colors for the month. These are the July recommended colors. They match her sticker kits for the month. I do this in the weeks and the cousin, so I don't have to think about it. It's all matchy-matchy. And if I want to play with all the rest of my colors and stickers and things, I have other places I can do that. It's just 18 less decisions that I have to make. So here we have how many hours of sleep I got. And then tracking energy and anxiety. So my anxiety was a little higher here, but still, this is 1 and 2 instead of like, it was a little higher here because of the work deadline and breaking up with my partner. Then I went down, and then I'm just kind of right here because, you know, I'm still sad. I'm not crying, but I'm on the verge of tears quite frequently. So we're just sorting that out. Now I used to keep, I also mark if it was poor quality sleep the night before, and this was fireworks and shit, so it was poor quality sleep. I used to track mood in here as well because I feel like it's all correlated, but I moved that out. I may move anxiety out as well. We'll see. But here I track water intake, which has been abysmal. Let's not talk about it. My morning blood sugar, because I always forget to do my PM blood sugar now that I am not on a continuous glucose monitor. Don't get me started with my insurance. So my morning blood sugars have been here. My pain scale, this is nice. This is real nice. I've only been taking Advil or Tylenol once these days. Didn't this day. Haven't yet today. But look we're down in like a manageable level, and that feels real nice. And I'll be honest, I would not be surprised if now that I am out of this relationship, which to be clear was not horrible, but it hasn't been great for a very long time. And your body knows. When you're extra stressed out, you can feel that in your body. When you have ongoing shit, your body lets you know some shit ain't right. And so I'm gonna be real keen to see if my pain levels and things look way better now that I have just dropped all this pressure and stress and irritations. I'm not trying to talk bad about him. It's a whole long story. But you know, when you reach the end of a relationship, there's some shit. There's some emotional stuff going on that ain't healthy. It ain't good for you. He still wants to be friends. I would love it if I could keep my best friend. That just looks weird to me right now. So I don't know. My eating window. Now this is kind of irrelevant for the last several months because I'm not fasting right now. But I might start again, and this will be far more valid because you'll see these shorter eating windows, but whatever, I'm still trying to do it. Now here is my new mood tracker with some tiny icons from the Coffee Monsters Co. that represents 5 phases of my mood. Happy all the way to fuck my life, basically. Another space for random notes. This is to track walking, but there's been none of that. And then I still haven't made my, this guy, which I basically just take the stats out of my phone for move, exercise, stand, and steps. And plop that in there. That is how I am still using the weeks. I am hoping to start getting further back into the cousin, but I don't know if I will yet. And then this is mostly just to-do list, rapid logging stuff. Occasionally some stickers filling up some space. This was some getting a sourdough starter going. This was the bread oven, cast iron, Dutch oven style bread oven, whatever you want to call it, for cooking or baking said bread, recipe stuff every now and then. This was a sourdough bagels recipe. I don't like this recipe after all, so I'm actually just gonna tell myself that ain't it. This is great. This is great. No. No. Lies. I didn't like that either. I'm using a different one now. Anyway, that's still great. Every quarter I change the highlighter color. And so here's July. And I also put some Coffee Monsters Co. circle stickers to mark each month. So January, February, March, April, May, June, July. So I can easily see where the new month started. That was yesterday's. I haven't done today's yet. But in general, I put the date, start it with the weather, then appointments and things, and then basic to-dos. So I will still need to do that. But guys, my mid-year is down to 3. Not even 3, really, since I'm barely in the cousin right now, which is shocking because normally I abandon a week's real quick in the year and I keep using the cousin, and it's a little bit opposite right now. I can't call it. I don't know why. It's just where we're at, and I'm okay with it. I need as little pressure as possible right now. Maybe the fact that I just released a huge portion of pressure from me a couple days ago, maybe that will make me be in the cousin more often. It's just, I'm feeling called to really put my energy into my Etsy shop, into that new Substack, into chatting with you all on YouTube, into really putting my energy and the time I've gotten back into that and being creative. Because even though I can't, it is no surprise that when I get overwhelmed, I pull away from creativity, even though I learned in 2020, as I have mentioned in this Substack post I'm working on, some creativity is therapy for me, so why am I not doing it right now? I feel like I need to start. So I don't know what videos are going to be popping your way here as I start trying to be more creative again, as I start trying to journal through feelings. I don't know, but I hope you're still here for the ride. I hope we can get back to being weird and silly about stationery. And gosh dang it, I think I'm gonna clean this up. I think I'm gonna take a break, go snuggle Knox, and I promise I will try to be here more often again. Still hoping for Sunday videos. If there's more than that, great. But right now I'm gonna hope for Sunday videos. So please comment below and tell me you're still here. Oh, I hope you're still here. I'm really sorry that life drug me down, way down. But you know what? We can do hard things. We can do hard things, and sometimes for me the best way to move through chaotic times is to just be really busy. So you might get more videos from me than you ever imagined possible. I hope that you had some sort of enjoyable Independence Day if you're an American, but it's weird times right now. And my Independence Day sure took on a whole new meaning. So I hope everyone else's was enjoyable, even if all it meant was you had a day off. I love that for you. I will see you again very soon, like so soon. Thank you for watching. I really, really appreciate you being here and for getting weird with me and letting me talk through what's been happening. I hope you're all doing well. And I know it's been a long time since I've said this, but go make memories worth keeping.